We are looking at 3 offline printing machines right now at Rotech. George, talk us through this one that we have here.
Okay, so here we've got the RF1V Plus. So we had an original machine, the RF1V, which worked off building a stack down here in which we layered up products. The disadvantage we had was when we had products like this with a seam or a seal, they often curved. So we designed this machine that feathered the product out. So as you run it, the products feather out, at which point they don't have that increased stack height. The advantage there being that we could hold more products and that we didn't have to go down, up, across and back. We could just go down, up really quickly and then across and back.
So much more efficient.
Yeah, we're running about 50% faster with this machine than the older issue, as well as the fact we can reload it, we can put more products into it as it's running. So if I start running it now, you can see it's quite a fast machine. There's very small gaps. Obviously, these products have been run all day. They might be a bit damaged. So if we have any problems like that, as you can see there, we're not printing at the moment. We're just showing off what it can do. So if I grab a handful of these products, I can go to the back of the machine, lift up the rear, and just push them in.
So very user-friendly then.
Very user-friendly, yeah.
Excellent.
Top cover on top, just to make sure you don't get your hands trapped or anything. Adjustability is a bit longer. So of course you've got the adjustability of the top rollers, depending on what product you're running, and the adjustability of this base plate.
Okay, so let's have a look at the other 2 as well. Let's briefly check out this one here at my right. If you want to follow me over, George, and talk me through the RF Lite TT.
RF Lite TT, yeah. So this is our next machine. The idea here is we released back in April the RF Lite, which I'll show you in a minute. It was a very simple TIG printer. It was very fast, and it was meant to be a budget solution to an ongoing problem where smaller companies can't afford to expend tens of thousands of pounds on machines. So we released this machine with a printer. You can get the original RF Lite for £7,000. The disadvantage there being, because we're using a TIG printer, we can't get the quality for like barcodes and QR codes. So we released this, which is the RF Lite TT. TT stands for thermal transfer. So this is an RF Lite mounted to a very high definition thermal transfer printer. So if I run it, you see it's a much slower machine than the RF Lite, and it feeds these Tyvek lids, very simple lids that just allow us to. It is mainly aimed at pharmaceuticals. So if we just go to the end and look at what it's producing,
very neat.
We can see we've got just some basic advertisement of what we do. Including a high definition QR code, which should work if you test it, but I'm not going to do that right now.
Very nice. Let's have a look at the final piece over here, which is much smaller, very compact. I hear it's competitively priced as well. So perhaps you could talk us through the RF Lite.
It's the RF Lite. We released back in April. It's just going to be it's going to be the small, cheaper machine. So you can buy one of these with a printer for about £7,000. At that you can run any product you want with. We're just doing small prints, so you've got 12mm maximum width print by however many long. So you can see we're just printing used by PPMA Total 2016. Used by because we can put a date in there, and we just decided to put in, rather than a date, PPMA Total 2016. You can edit the variable on the printer, so you don't need to plug it into a laptop unless you're doing a big print. Of course, speed-wise, we can print on all of them. I don't know whether it's printing now, we'll find out in a minute.
Nicely done. Well, thank you very much for the demonstrations, George. That's been fantastic to see.
So you want to have a look at, that's the kind of print we're getting. So it's a nice, it's a simple machine. But it's for those smaller companies that can't afford to buy machines like this.
Excellent. George, thank you very much for the demonstrations. Cheers.